morning, everyone. Today we are going to work on a major project, and this is my survival series. This is going to be preparing for perilous times, and that is something that you're going to be hearing often here coming up. But this is not preparing out of being afraid. It's not preparing for anything in specific. It's just being a prepared person. I went through some of my food buckets that I put together really haphazardly about a year and a half ago. Over that time, I was in the hospital and different things, and so I didn't prepare my food like I should have. Today, we are going to have a large table full of all kinds of food items that I had in storage buckets, but I need to make them into long-term storage. And I thought maybe you would enjoy seeing me work on that today. I am doing it outside. It's really nice out here, and also this can be a messy project. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to set up my table, and then I'm going to show you what we're working on today. All right, everyone, so let's get started. These are buckets, and these buckets are about a year to a year and a half old. I need to go through these buckets, and we need to break down the food that's in here. Let me show you the ins and outs of food storage. For one thing, plastic bags is something you don't want. Plastic bags and paper are the worst food storage. No, this is not acceptable. They're leaking and there's stuff everywhere. Now this one is perfect, so this is okay. You can take everything out of these buckets. These beans, you don't want beans in the plastic. So let's go ahead and clear out all of these buckets. When I buy my beans, I always buy them reduced. I paid 42 cents for these. All right, this bucket is gone. I like Mylar bags and glass jars. All right, this is elderberry. So these are elderberries. We have a little bit of everything, people. We're just gonna open up these buckets and I'm gonna show you what's inside. More beans. Now, these are fine to have because these are already made for long-term storage. But we have noodles that should be out of the plastic. Now these are vacuum sealed, which are fine. Vacuum sealed with this kind of plastic is okay. It's not my preference. But I am not gonna open them up, I don't think, unless I have enough of bags. Mylar bags are the way to go. All right. Let's see what's in this. Let's see what is in treasure number 4. More beans. Beans like this, that's a no-no. And here we have some oxygen absorbers, which I need. And more beans. Buckets we're gonna wash. We will wash them buckets and use them for something else, most likely. Last but not least, and then I'm gonna show you what is all on the table. So these buckets were in my bedroom, and I have all of my food in 2 different designated areas now. So what do we got here? Well, I surely didn't label this right because I don't know what it is. What's the point in long-term storage if you don't know what it is? So now I have to open this up and see what it is. This is another one that is okay because it is in Mylar bags. All right, we have canning salt, which I'm going to find in a glass jar. And now we have brown sugar. Now these brown sugars are vacuum sealed, and I like them this way. I am going to keep them like this for now. All right. And then here we have water purifier tablets, which is good to have. So I'm gonna keep that. All right, so one bucket I can put together. And I'm actually not gonna keep them in the bucket. I'm going to put them on a pantry shelf. But we can put this one away for now. So we're gonna put them all together. And that's a lima bean. So mostly it's about 2 different kinds of beans. Sort everything here. And here we have dried potatoes, ham beans, okie doke. Mylar bags are very important. Mylar bags are not that expensive. They average about $1 a bag, but you can reuse them over and over again. Years ago, it used to be glass. So glass is what you would want to have years ago. But glass is so expensive. Mylar bags are so much cheaper. Why do you not want to have plastic? One thing, plastic, a rodent can eat through it really quickly. One thing with plastic is plastic can absorb odors. One thing about plastic is if it's in a hot place, it can produce toxic gases. Plastic can be toxic. Also with plastic, light shines through. Light is your #1 enemy against having long-term storage. All right, if you want extra protection, you have bay leaves. Now I use bay leaves often in my food. Bay leaves does not make your food taste anything like bay. There is no taste in the bay leaves because it is dry. Bay leaves will do many things. Bay leaves keeps eggs from hatching in your food. Bay leaves will also keep your food fresher. Beans can last you a lifetime, but they will become very tough. If you soak your beans in some baking soda, that's going to get your beans soft if you have a hard time getting your beans soft. I do buy my bay leaves in bulk once a year. For $20, you can get a whole gallon like this, and this will last me about 2 years. Just depends, sometimes a year, sometimes 2. All right. Put our oxygen absorber in here. And now this one is done. There. All right, white flour can last many years. Wheat flour, for me, won't last more than 2 years. So when you're storing wheat flour, make sure you understand you have to use that first. So wheat flour will not store very long. The same as brown rice. Brown rice will not store very long. If you are buying food for long-term storage, do not get whole wheat flour and do not get any brown rice. Wait, don't ever use oxygen absorbers with salt. With any kind of sugar, it will turn it rock hard. Just use it for dry goods like flour and things like that. No sugars and no salt. It will turn it rock hard. All right, and this is the finished. All of these are bagged up for long-term storage.